let's talk about 1314 matrix block sum. And it gives us a two-dimensional array, mat, and integer k. And let's return and multiply by, and you will say this kind of multiple, this matrix is with it is with row counts m and column counts n, and it also return a multiply n matrix, and each ij will be the sum of the those kind of triangle, right? So that is row should greater equal to I minus k and smaller equal to j plus k, I plus k, and also column just shift up left and right in the k cells, right? Of course, we cannot go beyond the bound. So for this question, actually, we need the proper pre-processing to have a prefix sum first. Let's get the prefix sum array. Um, and length enter there dot length. So for prefix sum, right? No matter it is one dimension or two dimension of prefix sum, we need one more index. So what we do is that for int I equals to 1, I smaller than m plus 1, I plus plus, and we're going to for int j equals 1, j smaller than n plus 1, j plus plus. So that means that how can we calculate it for this kind of I j prefix sum, right? It should be um this prefix sum ij means it's from the 0, right, to this kind of prefix sum index I minus 1. Actually, it's matrix I minus 1, j minus 1, those kind of sum, right? So this area. So the prefix sum is actually this part, add this part, and then minus this part, right? So doing then add also add the values of mat I minus 1, j minus 1, right? So so that will have prefix sum I j equals the prefix sum I minus 1 j plus prefix sum I j minus 1. And because there is overlap for these two parts, two rectangle, so we need to minus those kind of duplicate calculations, right? So 1 minus prefix sum I minus 1, j minus 1. And also we need to add this mat because there is for prefix sum, we add one more index. So we should add this I minus 1, j minus 1, right? Then what we do is that we just for every index ij, right? So for each row, let's say row equals, let's say use I equals to 0, right? I smaller than m, I plus plus, and for int j, and we need a int result equals new int multiply n, right? So for j equals to 0, j smaller than n, j plus plus. So let's get the top left row, right? Row 1 equals max dot max, because we cannot be negative I minus k, right? And we'll have row 2. Let's have column 1, right? Column 1. We cannot be exceed the right the left bound, right? So be j minus k, and also we'll have row 2, right? The right bottom should not be exit the n minus 1, right? And I plus k, and column 2 should be mass dot domain n minus 1 j plus k, right? So this is plus k, not plus 1. So we know we just for how can we calculate those kind of rectangle sums in O1 operation is that for this kind of we have R2 C2, right? And this is R1 C1. So the formula is R prefix sum R2 plus 1 C2 plus 1, right? Minus actually it is you see we want to get the area of the green part, right? So that will be actually will be the area of this minus this, and then minus this. But there is duplicated subtractions, right? So we should add back this part. Then that will be this, right? So that will be every result I j will be prefix sum R1 plus 1, right? And sorry, R2 plus 1, and C2 plus 1, and minus prefix sum so that will be R1 and C2 plus 1, right? And minus prefix sum R2 plus 1 and C1, right? And then we need to add back prefix sum R1 C1. So this will be our result, return result. Right? It will be OM multiplied in time complexity and space complexity. Also write the Python code will be very similar, right? M equals length max and length max there. So what we do is our prefix sum equals should have this, right? Two-dimensional array multiplied by n plus 1 for underscore in range m plus 1. So for int I in range from 1 to m plus 1, for j in range 1 n plus 1, right? Then what we do is that we have prefix sum I j equals prefix sum I minus 1 j plus prefix sum I j minus 1. And we need to subtract those kind of duplicate calculations. Should be prefix sum I minus 1 j minus 1. You know, we also add this kind of mat I minus 1 j minus 1. Right? There is one index for the mat index. It is one index smaller than the prefix sum index, right? Then we just need to have, for example, result equals this one multiplied by and for you see in range and right. So the same thing is that for I in range M, for J in range N, then we're going to have R1, C1, R2, C2. Uh, we should not be exceed the bound, right? Should be 0 and I minus K and max 0, J minus K. And mean should not be n minus 1 plus k, and it should be mean n minus 1 k plus k, right? Then we just need to remember how to calculate the area which has up left R1 C1 and bottom right R2 C2. So we'll see result I G will be prefix sum R2 plus 1 C2 plus 1 minus prefix sum R1 and C2 plus 1 and then minus prefix sum R2 plus 1 in the C1, right? And there is duplicate subtraction. We need to add back the prefix sum R1, C1, right? So in the end, just return result. Okay.